The audience inside the Drew Barrymore Show buzzed with excitement as the cameras rolled and the lights bathed the stage in that signature golden warmth. Drew, glowing with her usual effervescent charm, greeted her guest with open arms. "Please welcome the incredible Kelly Reilly." The applause was thunderous as Kelly stepped out, poised, elegant, and unmistakably confident in a deep emerald green suit that caught every glint of studio light. She flashed a polite smile, shaking Drew's hand before settling gracefully into the chair across from her. For the first few minutes, everything felt easy. Drew led the conversation with her signature warmth, talking about Yellowstone, Kelly's intense portrayal of Beth Dutton, and the show's monumental success. Kelly's laughter was soft but genuine as she shared stories from set life, her chemistry with Kevin Costner, and the demanding emotional work behind Beth's fiery persona. "I think audiences love Beth because she's unpredictable," Drew said, smiling wide. "She's like this storm, powerful, scary, beautiful, but sometimes destructive." Kelly tilted her head slightly, that sharp intelligence flickering in her eyes. "Well, storms bring change," she replied smoothly. "Destruction isn't always bad. Sometimes it clears the path for something stronger." The crowd applauded, and Drew nodded, though there was a slight hesitation, the first hint of the storm that was brewing. "That's such a great way to put it," she said. "But let me ask, do you ever worry that Beth's toughness crosses into toxicity? I mean, some viewers say she's a bit too harsh, especially in her relationships." The audience reacted, a murmur, a shift in seats. Kelly's posture changed, just a fraction, but the air around her thickened. "Toxic," she repeated slowly, testing the word. "No, I wouldn't say that. Beth is strong. She's complex. She's not here to please anyone, and that's rare to see on television." Drew smiled, maybe too quickly. Totally. I just think sometimes audiences are torn. You know, they love her strength but also wonder if maybe she could soften a little." Kelly blinked, her expression calm but her voice sharpening. "So we want women to be strong, but not too strong." The question hung in the air like static. Drew chuckled nervously, trying to smooth over the tension. "Oh no, not at all. I just mean, sometimes that kind of fierceness can come off as," she hesitated, searching for a safer word. "Intimidating." Kelly's lips curved into a faint, knowing smile. "Maybe that's the point, Drew." She leaned forward slightly, her tone firm but controlled. "Men play roles like that all the time, ruthless, powerful, uncompromising, and they're celebrated. But when a woman does it, we start using words like toxic or intimidating. It's the same strength, just dressed differently." The audience broke into scattered applause, but Drew's expression tightened. "I think people just want to understand her humanity," Drew countered gently. "Her humanity is there," Kelly replied, her voice steady. "It's just not wrapped in sweetness. She's raw, she's scarred, and she doesn't hide it. That's human." The tension was unmistakable now. Producers shifted nervously behind the cameras. Drew smiled wider, the kind of smile that masked discomfort. "I hear you," she said quickly, "but don't you think sometimes, on TV, we have a responsibility to make strong characters a little more relatable?" Kelly's jaw tightened. "Relatable to whom?" she asked, her tone still even but colder now. "The women watching who've been told to shrink themselves to be likable? Or the people who can't handle seeing a woman refuse to apologize for her strength?" Drew blinked, her smile faltering. "I didn't mean it that way," she said softly. "But that's how it sounded," Kelly said, standing now, the air electric. She smoothed her suit jacket, her voice calm but cutting. "I think what's really uncomfortable here isn't Beth's character, it's the fact that she mirrors how women are treated when they stop trying to please everyone." The studio was silent. Drew tried to respond, "Kelly, please," but Kelly raised a hand gently. "I respect your show, Drew. I really do. But I think we're done here." The audience gasped. A few people clapped out of shock, unsure whether it was right or wrong. Drew looked stunned, caught between professionalism and disbelief as Kelly turned toward the crowd. "Thank you," she said simply, giving a nod before walking off the stage. Her heels clicked against the polished floor as the stunned silence gave way to frantic whispers. Drew sat motionless, staring after her as the producers rushed to cut to commercial. The cameras blinked out, but the tension stayed thick in the air, the kind that lingers when something genuine, raw, and unfiltered has just happened live on daytime television. Backstage, Kelly didn't look angry, just resolved. She took a deep breath, her assistant trailing behind her in shock. "Are you okay?" the assistant asked. Kelly smiled faintly, pushing open the studio door. "I'm fine," she said. "Some things just need to be said, and sometimes, they need to be walked away from." And with that, she disappeared into the Los Angeles sunlight, leaving behind a stage that would buzz with her name for days to come. By the time the Drew Barrymore Show cut back from its abrupt commercial break, the damage had already been done. Clips of Kelly Reilly walking off set were being uploaded, shared, and dissected across social media within minutes. Hashtags like hashtag Kelly Reilly walks off, hashtag Team Kelly, and hashtag Drew vs Kelly began trending before the episode even finished airing. Some fans called it the most real moment daytime TV has seen in years, while others accused Kelly of overreacting to what they saw as an innocent question. By early afternoon, entertainment sites picked up the story. Headlines flooded feeds. Kelly Reilly storms off Drew Barrymore Show after clash over women's roles, and Beth Dutton Energy IRL, Kelly Reilly shuts down Drew. The narrative split in two directions, one portraying Kelly as an unapologetic feminist icon, the other painting her as Hollywood's latest, difficult guest. Inside Drew's dressing room, silence reigned. The walls, once filled with laughter and chatter after every episode, now felt oppressively still. Drew sat on the couch, her makeup still perfect under the harsh vanity lights, scrolling through her phone as thousands of comments rolled in. Some defended her. Drew's question was fair. Why did Kelly get so defensive? While others turned on her, Drew tried to tone police a strong woman and got called out. Period. Her producer, Natalie, stood nearby, headset in hand. "We can edit this before it airs," she said quietly. "Cut before she walks off, make it cleaner." Drew sighed deeply. "No," she murmured. "People already saw it. Cutting it won't change that." Her voice wavered, not out of anger, but sadness. Drew had always prided herself on empathy, on making guests feel safe. This confrontation, felt like a failure to her. Meanwhile, across town, Kelly sat in her hotel suite, phone buzzing nonstop. Her publicist was pacing near the window. "Kelly, this is spiraling," she said. "TMZ just called. Good Morning America wants a comment. You have to say something, at least clarify what you meant." Kelly shook her head calmly. "No statement," she said, sipping tea. "I said what I meant, clearly. If people didn't like it, that's their issue. But the internet doesn't do nuance," her publicist argued. "They'll twist this." Kelly smiled faintly. "Let them." She leaned back, her eyes distant. "I've spent my whole career playing strong women who speak their truth. Why stop now?" Within hours, celebrity opinions started trickling in. Yellowstone co-star Luke Grimes tweeted a subtle show of support. Beth Dutton wouldn't have stayed either. Actress Viola Davis posted on Instagram, "Women shouldn't be asked to dilute their strength for comfort. Respect to Kelly." Meanwhile, others defended Drew. Reese Witherspoon commented, "Drew's show is about love and empathy. I know her heart, she meant no harm." The media turned it into a full-blown culture debate. Morning panels analyzed every second of the clip. Was Kelly right to walk off? Did Drew's phrasing reveal a deeper bias in how women's strength is framed? Viewers rewatched, paused, and parsed every expression, every pause, every word. 2 days later, Drew broke her silence. She appeared in a short Instagram video, sitting cross-legged on her couch, her expression tender but tired. "I love Kelly Reilly," she began softly. "I admire her talent and her strength. What happened on the show was emotional. Sometimes, when you care deeply about something, like how women are represented, those emotions come out passionately. I didn't mean to offend her. I think we were just two women, both fiercely protective of the same cause, expressing it differently." The clip spread fast, garnering millions of views and mixed reactions. Fans praised Drew's humility, while others accused her of damage control. But Drew's sincerity was undeniable, her voice trembled with genuine regret. That evening, Kelly finally broke her silence, not with a video, but a simple Instagram story. It read, "Passion isn't conflict. Truth isn't aggression. Sometimes walking away is the only way to stay honest." The quote went viral instantly. Fans plastered it across Twitter, TikTok, and Pinterest as a kind of modern manifesto. Walking away became a trending phrase, a symbol of quiet strength and self-respect. Influencers turned the moment into discourse, talk shows dissected the deeper meaning behind it. What began as a tense television exchange had evolved into a cultural conversation about authenticity and the price of female assertiveness. A week later, both women happened to attend the same Hollywood charity gala. Cameras flashed as they arrived on opposite ends of the red carpet. Reporters whispered, wondering if there'd be tension. But when Drew and Kelly crossed paths, something unexpected happened. They exchanged a small smile and a brief hug. "Life's too short," Drew whispered, her voice picked up faintly by a nearby mic. Kelly chuckled softly. It was never personal. The next morning, entertainment outlets shared the clip of their quiet reconciliation, calling it a classy ending to a fiery saga. Social media applauded both women for showing grace, Drew for humility, Kelly for conviction. Later that week, when Kelly appeared at a Yellowstone press junket, a reporter asked if she regretted walking off the show. She paused, then smiled that same cool, self-assured smile that had become her signature. "No," she said, "sometimes silence says nothing, but walking away, that says everything." That soundbite spread faster than any apology could have. Even Drew reposted it on her Instagram story with a simple red heart, proof that sometimes, two women can stand their ground, clash fiercely, and still walk away with respect. The world had witnessed a confrontation, but what lingered afterward wasn't scandal. It was a reminder: women don't always have to agree to empower one another. Sometimes strength and compassion just wear different faces. And in that fiery moment between Kelly Reilly and Drew Barrymore, both had shown theirs, unapologetically.